Good morning, students. In the previous class, we discussed about the physical properties of metals and non-metals, and we compared them and differentiated them. Now today we will discuss about the chemical properties, and in more detail we will discuss about the chemical properties of metals today. So first, metals and non-metals, they react with oxygen, water, acids, bases, etc. and undergo chemical changes. But these chemical changes in metals and non-metals, that is not the same. So what is the difference between them? That we will understand after learning this topic. Before starting this topic, one topic we have to discuss, that is reactivity of metals. We have already discussed in all the known elements, we know that maximum number are metals, only few are non-metals or metalloids. So most of the metals undergo similar changes on reaction with any of the elements, but the vigorosity of the reaction is not the same for all the metals. So reactivity of metals are different from each other also. Metals are different from non-metals also, as well as there is difference between the metals in terms of their reactivity. And on the basis of that, or to understand this, we have designed a metal activity series, which is an arrangement of metals according to their decreasing reactivities. So metal activity series is an arrangement of metals which are commonly used by us according to their decreasing reactivities. That means in the decreasing order of their reactivity they have been arranged. Activity series of common metals. So these are the symbols of common metals which are used by us, and they have been arranged in terms of their decreasing reactivity. So the first and most reactive metal is potassium, symbol is K. Then sodium, which is lesser reactive than potassium. Then barium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin, lead. Then hydrogen also comes in this activity series. After that, these are the less reactive metal. First is copper, then mercury, this is silver, gold and platinum. So you must remember this activity series and you must note it in your copy. Now we must see the different reactions of metals and non-metals with different types of substances. First we have to discuss air or oxygen on metals. Metals react with oxygen or air, but different metals react with oxygen or air in a different way. Let us see how. So first, when metals react with oxygen they form their oxide, and the oxide of metals are basic in nature. That means if metal oxide will be dissolved in water, and if we dip a red litmus paper into it, it will turn into blue. So metal oxides are basic in nature. The oxides of metals are basic in nature. Now metals like sodium and potassium, these are the highly reactive metals. They react vigorously with oxygen and form their oxide, but the formation of their oxide is so fast and it releases so much of heat that it catches fire. So in contact with air or oxygen, they are stored under kerosene. This is very important. Next is magnesium. Magnesium is found in the form of ribbons, and if we burn a magnesium ribbon or we bring a magnesium ribbon in contact with a flame, then it reacts vigorously with oxygen and it burns with a dazzling flame, very bright flame. So magnesium burns with a dazzling flame when heated. For this reason, generally magnesium powder is used in firecrackers. Now other common metals like iron, aluminium, etc., when they come in contact with air for some time or for few days, they form thin layer of their oxide on their surface. And then some metals, less reactive metals like silver, gold, etc., they retain their shine for a longer time because they are less reactive, they don't react easily with oxygen or air, and that's why they retain their shine for a longer time. So these are the difference in the reactivity of different metals with oxygen. Now let us see some of the common reactions. Now see first reaction. Copper, when reacts with oxygen, it forms copper oxide. This is a balanced chemical equation and you must note it down in your copy. Second is aluminium combines with oxygen to form aluminium oxide. Next, sodium reacts with oxygen to form sodium oxide. Now this potassium reacts with oxygen to form potassium oxide. Here you can see oxide of sodium and potassium. When they are reacting or they are dissolved in water, they form bases. That's why I told you that the metal oxides are basic in nature. After that you can see other metal oxides are also there. About this you will be learning in the senior classes. So that's all for today.